Hello, David.
Hello, George.
Hey, how are you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you. How
Are
are
you
you?
ready for the second podcast, the big
Yes.
number 2? Yeah, 'cause holy shit, son, I have got a lot to talk about. David, what do you think of Kevin Bacon's nose? Because I noticed it the other day. I properly noticed it. I knew it was a thing, but I really, it caught my eye during an advert, and I was like, well, I need to talk about that. David needs to. I need to hear David's
Yeah.
opinions on Kevin Bacon's nose. Okay.
I have noticed Kevin Bacon's nose many times, and nothing against the man. It's not a bad nose.
Is it
it,
really?
it's just a special. It's a different nose, George.
Um.
He yeah. It sort of is strange, isn't it? It's very kind of curly at the end, isn't it?
It curls up at the end, which sort of like, if you're looking at him head on, his his nostrils are basically parallel
Yeah.
with his face, which is not. I don't like it.
I
I
don't
really
like
don't like it. I feel like if he was like, I don't know, in some kind of situation, I feel like he'd like walk into stuff and it would catch on stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not practical. He needs to get it sorted out like as soon as possible.
That would have been great if he was doing like the Footloose dance at the end, and then someone like kind of puts their hand backwards and like catches them in the nostrils with like his two fingers, and Kevin's just like like that. I can imagine that happening.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want his nose to get caught in something.
What?
That sounds terrible.
What?
Poor Kevin.
You suggested the whole idea.
I know, but I didn't want you to actually come up with a situation where it happens.
What?
I mean, imagine he's like recording this latest EE advert where he's like pretending to be British or whatever, so he's like playing cricket.
Yeah.
But he's playing miniature cricket because he's in that village in China where they have like all the small people. And someone they hit like a home run or whatever. I don't know how cricket
No.
works.
Not as Scots. We're not too
No,
familiar with the
we're
game of
not.
cricket.
Cricket isn't high on our education list. Yeah, so someone like gets a home run, boom, you got a cricket ball up your nose, old Kevy. What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, his nostrils are
Advert
big.
ruined. They are. I mean, they're not big, but they're the same size as everyone else's, but they're just more readily available
Yeah.
for stuff to go up there.
It's sort of like a target,
Do you
isn't it?
Do you think like that his nasal passage is like a U-bend? Because I mean, I can imagine that. Because it would have to. It would have to be like a J shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin
Goddamn
Bacon's
Kevin
nose.
Bacon. Oh well. I guess that's all I really have to say about Kevin Bacon's nose, without actually seeing it in real life.
Yeah. And maybe.
Kevin, if you're out there,
Yeah,
maybe
maybe
you can
one
come
day
on
we'll
the
meet
show.
him, and
Maybe.
you will just stare at his nose.
Like me and you'll just be chatting to him, and I'll just like be slowly reaching out a finger,
Yeah.
just sliding it in.
He's just gonna stand.
Because I
there.
want to know. I want to know if it's big. I want to know if it has a wide girth to it. Is it a wide set nostril?
It's just
how
like
far can I go up there?
yeah, it's like napping on like a couch, and then you just flippantly sneak over with like a measuring tape. I gotta take some notes on this for the podcast. So get out like a wee kind
Gotta
of
take
ruler.
some nose to this.
Like, ooh.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing I would do if I knew that was gonna, get us some more views. Then I would definitely do that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like the poor guy when he was at primary school. Like he was probably getting like hung up by coat pegs by his nostrils, and that sounds horrible to me.
Oh God, maybe that's
I mean,
why
it's
the
bad
way
enough
they
when
are.
it's like your pants.
Maybe they were perfectly
true.
normal, but
Yeah, and like it's like a slide off mechanism.
yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe he had
That's
like
evolution, David.
What?
That's evolution in progress.
yeah, maybe
you know.
like Kevin Bacon, he had like a really normal nose. It was like a really nice nose, but he went to primary school, and then what happened was like his mum bought him the wrong colour of like school jumper.
Yeah, it had like a pink
Yeah.
one or something.
And then everybody's like, oh, look at little Kevin, look at little Kevin. Let's fucking hang him up by his
Bacon.
nostrils.
Kevin Bacon, he's got a pink jumper like bacon. Da, 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 da.
That sounds really mean, George, yeah.
I know. I actually went to primary school with Kevin Bacon, but that's a subject for another time. I want to talk to you about Honey Boo Boo,
Yes.
which is becoming a bigger, you know, it's becoming a bigger part of my life. I watch it frequently now. I'm starting to learn all the character names, even though they're all kind of generic. And I'm really starting to like it, David. I'm getting a different vibe from Honey Boo Boo than I did when I used to watch. What?
No.
Come on, what's your problem with Honey Boo Boo? Come on, give me a break.
No.
It's been great.
I'm not giving you a break. This has gone on too long, George. It's gone too far.
But she's so funny and she's like 6.
It's not. This is an intervention,
Oh god.
right?
Oh god damn it.
You're gonna stop.
Gonna stop watching Honey Boo Boo.
Yes.
But I don't want to. It's kind of good, you know, just seeing a family having a good time together, you know.
No.
Like they really love each other. And
I don't
respect
care. Right? A lot of people love each other, but they
Maybe we should have a show.
yeah, maybe we should.
No, wait, we
but-
do.
We do, but
It's just really bad. She'll probably grow up and get addicted to heroin and die when she's 23.
wow.
But that hasn't happened yet, and she's still Honey Boo Boo child to me. So, yeah. Poor Honey Boo Boo. Poor old Honey.
Yeah, will you be at her
Honey Boo Boo
funeral?
child. No, I won't be at her funeral, David.
Why?
Because I'll probably be dead from heroin too. So I was in my bathroom, you know, it's probably like 11 o'clock at night, maybe. No, I think it was no. I think it was probably about 10:30 actually. So it was 10:30 at night, I was in my bathroom. And you know, from a young age, I don't know if you've been the same, but I imagine that you're probably in the same. When you drink from the tap,
Mhm.
there's always that moment of thought like, what if I turn on the tap and a spider comes out
No.
and I drink a spider?
No. I've never thought that.
You've never thought that?
No.
I've always thought that, and it's meant that I've left the tap running for like 2 minutes before I like put my mouth to the tap and start drinking away the delicious cold water. So, you know, I haven't done that for a while. I don't drink from the tap really anymore, you know. I'm not. Well, part of the reason is because I'm not 6, and the other part of the reason is because I have a really long body,
Yeah.
and it takes me like a good couple of minutes to like lean down to actually get to the tap.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that.
I
you
can
know?
imagine
And
you
my back
try to
is
get
weak
out.
enough as it takes me forever.
I can. Yeah.
Anyway, so I turn on the tap, and a flippin' earwig comes out,
Oh my god.
and I just think to myself like all those years of me looking at that tap, being suspicious, you know, taking extra care, I never swallow a spider accidentally, and then throw up and like spit and go like totally insane because I really don't like spiders.
No.
All those years of doing that has finally paid off, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of felt like my life was a little bit more complete after that happened actually. Although I was creeped out because I didn't know how that I'd kind of got to the point in my life where I was like, you know what, there's never going to be anything up there. You're going to be alright, George. You're probably going to be able to drink from the tap for a long time to come. Yeah, you know, you'll be in your mid-40s and you'll still be drinking from the tap.
Yeah.
But no, those days are gone now, David. I've got proof that stuff does live in the taps, and I don't. You know, I'm kind of over drinking from taps now. I'm getting a glass like every time.
I'm sorry.
So I guess from that story, I've grown up a little bit. You know, I'm a bit more of a man now.
I'm
I
imagining
don't drink
you
from
when
taps
you're
anymore.
40 years old, and then like you just see like a small child go over to a tap to drink from the tap, and you flip and like run across the room. It goes all slow motion. You're like, no, and then flip and like take him down off the floor, and then he like starts crying. His dad comes over, he's like, "You what, mate?" And you go, "He was drinking from the tap. He was drinking from the tap." And he's like, "Oh, God, what a weirdo." And you're like, "They live in the taps. They live in the taps. They live in the taps."
Yeah. Well, I've got proof that they live in the taps now. I have recorded proof, and I'll just be like, "Hey, yo, Buster Brown, go listen to episode 2 of the Unwanted podcast, and you will have decisive proof that as a 16-year-old boy, I came across the truth about taps and earwigs and how they live and work and breed together. And I don't want to be a part of that anymore."
No.
And that's why, I'm moving on from the whole earwig tap debacle. I'm brushing my teeth, and my hand sort of slips, catches like the little divot between my two front teeth, and I essentially like punch myself in the mouth, but with the end of the toothbrush. So it's the force of a punch on the size of like the end of like your electric toothbrush.
Oh.
And let me tell you, it hurt. There was a tear coming from my eye.
Oh no.
It was so sore. I could feel my two front teeth like being a little bit wobbly, although I'm pretty sure I was just like tripping out by that point because I was so tired and in so much pain. That was not a nice moment for me, actually. Just thinking about that is already bringing back the pain.
Yeah.
I'm wobbling my two front teeth right now.
You know how you were mentioning the kiddies' toothpaste, right?
Yeah, milk teeth.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was called.
I got a story. I was on the television. I was watching it, and this program was on. It was
I
about.
thought you were gonna say you were on the milk teeth advert.
No. Yeah, no. I was watching this program about how in the UK we have the commandos, the Royal Navy Commandos, right?
Yeah.
And I was watching this program
the
about
Green
them,
Berets.
about their training, and then they're all in their kind of wee dorm, and then the sergeant's going about them all and just like checking through all their bags from like this wee expedition they went on, and he looked at this guy's like toiletries, and he's like, "What have you got, kiddies' toothpaste?" I'm like, "What the heck? What's got kids' toothpaste?"
What did he say? What was his response?
He went, "I don't know, sir," and then just kind of shrugged it off. But I wanted to know more.
Private Presley let the whole team down with his goddamn milk teeth.
Yeah, I wanted to know more.
Did he have one of those like little semi-see-through toothbrushes as well?
Yeah.
Did it have an animal on it?
Yeah, it had like a snake on it.
I hope that they do that in the army, where they have like they all have that little box with all the toothbrushes.
Oh yeah, it's all
sticking
kind
out
of
of it.
regimented. I'm the monkey. No, I'm
the red monkey. I think I was like the green whale.
I
remember a whale.
I was a yellow fox.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How did you know it was a fox?
Well, I don't know. It kind of looked like a dog, but it had
I guess
sort
when
of
you're
pointy
younger,
ears.
you only know like a certain amount
Yeah.
of.
And I really liked foxes, so it was a yellow fox to me. To everybody else, it
Foxes
was
are
like a
pretty
mouse.
nice, actually. I kind of like. Oh yeah. I was a whale. I still am a whale. I'm just a kind of longer whale.
Yeah, and much thinner.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't very fat as a child, David.
Yeah.
I was pretty like. Let's just say my chest skin was pretty taut over my chest. It was like a tanning rack on a person.
Wow.
That's what it was like. Adventurers would come up to me as a young child, and I'd have to kneel there while they like got this rancid bit of like wolf, and kind of got like a bit of wood and just kind of ran it over my chest.
Oh.
And I'd get wolf hair and gristle stuck in my nipples like all the time.
God damn it!
That's why my belly button's so messed up, David. It's all the wolf gristle that's been in there.
Ah.
God damn.
Adventurers.
God damn it.
God.
Why God? Why? Why did you give me this tanning rack of a chest? I don't get it. Okay, so that's the end of podcast number 2 of our new series of Unwanted Podcast. Remember, give us some support. We're not doing this for the fun? Oh no, we are.
Yeah, we are.
We're doing this for the fun.
It's
Because if we were
just
doing
for
this
fun.
for them, you know, it would be a pretty bad job.
Yeah.
And I'd feel kind of bad for them as well. So yeah, maybe we should end it by saying sorry.
Okay. We're sorry.
We're sorry, and bye. Bye from David.
Goodbye, and it's bye from George.
Cheerio.